Grace and peace, everybody. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the title. You know what we're about to do. We're going to go ahead and look at what Candace said about feelings. Shout out to Milk Bart. Grace and peace, everybody. We're back. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the title. You know what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about your feelings. How do you feel? How do you feel about this video? Shout out to Milk Bar TV and his excellent compilation, montage, if you will, of Candace and her feelings. Let's go.
I could be incorrect. A feeling is not a fact. Everything just spiritually feels very wrong here. Yeah. It feels like we are being lied to by who? I'm not sure. We watched Charlie get shot in the throat. That feels a little bit symbolic. It feels like they wanted us to know that his voice was problematic. That, again, to me feels like he's a decoy. Like more people are involved in this. And I will say that. We don't know. But we know that something's wrong with this. Because if I don't feel good, this feels to me like a conspiracy. It feels a little fake and gay. Gotta tell you guys, it feels a little fake and gay. Surely, during a manhunt, you use drones. I feel like we are tech capable enough. I feel this kid, for some reason, some unknown reason, is being protected, because it feels to me, okay, that this is a conspiracy, a federal level conspiracy, which means that there's gonna be somebody else, maybe somebody close to Charlie, that could be involved in this, right? When I am satisfied that there is no conspiracy, I will communicate that. But at the moment, no.
She's satisfied.
I am feeling the exact opposite. I feel like they're two separate people. It's just a vibe that I have right now. We are looking, just vibe, again, two different people. I was like, that doesn't look like the same person, like ish, but like no. And that feels intentionally grainy. So is this AI or is this a female fed that put these messages together? We're not feeling like it's Tyler Robinson. That's for sure. I don't know. Again, like this is the kind of stuff that like we don't know, but we know. The outfit, again, as I sensed yesterday, has always been problematic. I feel the outfit was the Fed mistake. I feel like there is a bigger piece of this that involves Caldera. And like I said, I perceive a government conspiracy. They paved it. And I feel like was a little soon. I don't feel like the investigation has much integrity. We're going to have a lot of questions about who had the audacity to honor him last night. I'm just feeling it. If I had to make a guess, that would be my guess. It's something about Dr. Frank Turek isn't sitting right with me, but I cannot shake the unsettling feeling in my gut regarding him. I am not saying, to like, he's guilty about something, but I am saying that, like, a lot of people had that feeling having watched his speech. Gut instinct is that this was a military operation. Based on everything that I've seen and the lingering questions that I have and some other leads that we are working on, that's how I feel. Kind of feeling like Tyler's going to get off. Or from the people that are on the ground who believe that actually Tyler was just told to walk and drop off his gun at a neighboring house. That for some reason just feels like that might be honest. I just feel it spiritually that these people are being programmed, because it's not a lone shooter, it's a hive. I feel it spiritually, and my instinct has always been that the feds injected themselves immediately into this case because they were staging a cover-up. It's starting to feel like a government signature a little bit, right? In that press conference, by the way, Brooksby, I don't like the way he's moving. I don't like the way Nate Brooksby is breathing. I got to be honest with you. It's a vibe.
Breathing?
You're like, the vibes are not vibing there. This Governor Cox, because he likes trans, so they're open. Just like Fed bait, left versus right? I don't like Governor Cox. Vibes, okay? Vibes. I don't know, can't explain it. I know that security person. He's a good guy. It would shock me. I usually get a vibe about somebody. Not that guy. We don't know, but we know is the new Stannis Cup that just dropped. It's pretty good. We don't know, but we know. And we're about to know, if you know what I mean. About 48 hours before Charlie Kirk died, Charlie informed people at Turning Point, as well as Jewish donors and a rabbi, that he had no choice but to abandon the pro-Israel cause outright, okay? Charlie was done. He said it explicitly, that he refused to be bullied anymore by the Jewish donors. Did he also express that he wanted to bring me, Candace Owens, back because he was standing up for himself? And then did he, just 48 hours later, conveniently catch a bullet to the throat before our onstage reunion.
In June, for example, during the 12-day war, such as it was with Iran, the U.S. and Israel versus Iran, bombing on all sides, during that short conflict, there are a bunch of Israeli Defense Force officers in the Pentagon that week. And during that week, they enraged American Pentagon staff by just barging into meetings, giving orders, making demands, and nobody did anything about it. How can a foreign military officer barge into military headquarters, even if invited, but barge into a meeting and start demanding, we want this, we want that, you need to get on this? Huh?
Can you guys answer? Did he express that?
Ask anyone who works at the Pentagon.
So shout out to Milk Bar TV. I always appreciate the good work that they do over there. And this is just a perfect example of how Candace, and we can see Tucker as well, move. They make a very grandiose claim, no evidence, no proof whatsoever. And then they dare you, challenge you to disprove them. Hey, hold on, wait. This is Editor Jason from the future telling you about something that happened in the past that's going to be a part of your future. And you're going to see it in a moment, and it's going to be a part of our present. I don't know. Anyway, check this clip out from when Candace and Charlie were at Turning Point UK almost 7 years ago. Check it out.
And so I've been pretty interested listening to your talk because you begin by saying that it's facts, not feelings that matter. Which, yeah, anyway, interesting. But listening to you talk, it seems that your rhetorical strategy is playing into people's emotions. I mean, you have a very angry style, and I'm not. I have
You
a
should
problem
see when
with
I
that.
really get pissed off.
This is just calm.
And it doesn't seem as though you're presenting a long series of different arguments. It almost reminded me of a stand-up show, right, where you go from bit to bit, which was entertaining. But I guess my question is, are you talking about, you say facts, not feelings, but do you think that your rhetorical, whatever rhetorical power you have, that it's coming from the feelings that you're creating in your audience? Or do you think it's actually coming from the validity of your arguments?
So what are you saying, that our facts are creating feelings? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just this presentational style you have. It seems to be tapping more into feelings than facts, right? So I wonder, how do you reconcile that with what you said at the beginning?
Well, we're talking about facts, so I don't really understand what you're saying. You're saying that the facts are making people emotional. Is that the argument?
Yeah, I mean, so
I
look.
don't really get what he's saying.
I mean, I hope some people laughed and some people thought about issues a little differently, but that's the key thing. If thinking is the gateway to feelings, then so be it. However, we used a lot of facts. She talked about black single motherhood. We talked about the deterioration of the inner cities. I just rattled off a bunch of facts about the southern border, whether it be crime or drugs or illegal immigrants coming in this country. Everything we have has a statistical backing and a logical reason behind it. So when we say facts over feelings and you're creating and sculpting public policy, we take a step back and we do critical thinking and reflection based on logical history, perspective, and good ideas, timeless ideas that can stand the test of time and natural rights and respect for the individual. Now, whether people find that funny or entertaining or whether you play into it a little bit, I'm glad you find it entertaining.
That's good.
Because
it's good
we're
if the
packing
facts are
audiences and
entertaining.
obviously
this is
it's
great.
working.
Yeah, and that's really the thing. It doesn't really matter if it causes excitement, but if we're saying is true and it's verified by facts, we're not up here talking about our feelings. I'm not selling a sob story here. I'm giving you evidence for why I believe what I believe, why we believe all of these things behind us. So I guess your question is really to the audience. You're asking them why they're getting excited, maybe because it's the first time that they're seeing their ideas reflected on campus.
But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thanks so much to Milk Bar TV for this great clip. The link will be down in the description. Check them out over on X. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.